Welcome. My name is Sam Shabib. I'm a traffic signal engineer. I have over 20 years of work experience in traffic engineering and traffic control, signals design, and operation. The focus of this webinar is on the design of signalized intersections. I'll start with a brief introduction of the MUTCD 9 traffic signal warrants and what are the next steps if one or more of these warrants are met. Then I'll talk about practical considerations for the design of signalized intersections, traffic control signal phasing and signal timing parameters, emergency vehicle preemption, railroad preemption, how to prepare signalized intersection drawings, and signal timing sheets. And I will conclude with talking about design for future needs. There will be examples throughout the webinar on the various topics. During the webinar, all questions will be answered right away. Under practical considerations for design, I will illustrate various design scenarios on things to do and things not to do to achieve a safe and efficient signal design. The proper positioning of signal displays, the location of signal poles, and geometric features, all in accordance with AASHTO and the MUTCD. Then I will be talking about the proper positioning of pedestrian signal displays, the location of pedestrian push buttons for optimum accessibility of pedestrians with disabilities. Design components of sidewalk ramps, orientation and programming of the accessible pedestrian signal push buttons, taking into consideration ITE guidelines and the Americans with Disability Act accessibility guidelines. Under intersection geometric design, I will talk about the application of median islands, design of left turn lanes at signalized intersections, design of right turn lanes, and intersections side distances. Examples will be provided on these topics. Under traffic signal design drawings, what information should be illustrated on the design drawings for construction and for inspecting the traffic control signal before activation or turning on the traffic control signal? I will also talk about NEMA convention, the types of left turn phasing, and when a protected left turn phase is justified. How to calculate the basic timing parameters such as the minimum green, passage time, yellow and red clearance intervals, and how to reduce the probability of a vehicle being trapped in the dilemma zone. Of course, examples will be provided. Under preemption, what the practitioner responsible for signal design needs to know about emergency vehicle preemption and railway preemption parameters. Now that we have completed the design of signalized intersection, we need to know how to prepare the signal timing for input in the traffic control signal. For the traffic control signal controller, I will talk about signal timing parameters and I'll provide examples on how to prepare the signal timing sheets. The last topic in this webinar is about design for future needs, where I will talk briefly about current topics. For example, accommodating bicycles at signalized intersections, light rail transit at signalized intersections, design of signalized intersections to support safe and efficient operation of autonomous vehicles, and so on. At the end of the webinar, I will answer any pending questions or comments. I hope that this webinar will be helpful and interesting. Thank you very much.